welcome back to the P&G Podcast. We are your host. I'm Brandon.
I'm Danny.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. Welcome to episode 4 of the podcast. We are loving it. What do you think about it so far?
It's fun, dude. It's
Yeah.
fun. Like, I mean, we could be dog tired, and we're still gonna be out here doing this just because it's just that enjoyable.
Yeah,
like hyping up before we even start recording and all that stuff. So it's a good time, dude. I'm enjoying this so much, and I can't wait to see like where we go, just because of the improvement already.
Yeah.
The improvement already.
Yeah,
You know?
and which y'all have just saw in our intro. We're just trying to make little steps and be better and better every time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
and we're
brick by brick, baby.
Yeah,
Come
brick
on.
by brick,
Come
we're
on.
building it. And but yeah, I mean, welcome back to it, guys. First off, everyone in Houston, if you're from Houston, you're in the Houston area, I hope everything's okay. We've all been dealing with the power outages, trees, fences, whatever it is.
Oh yeah.
We're praying for y'all. I hope everything is fine with you and your family. I know we haven't had power here at the office for
It was throughout the whole weekend, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. No power.
So, that's something that we want to make sure that we get out there to y'all. But yeah, let's dive right into it. And then,
Go on, introduce your dog, bro.
we got to introduce the main character. This is Hazel. This is my dog. Me and my fiance. We have 2 of them. We have Hazel and Blue.
Come on, girl.
This she's a teddy bear for sure. I mean, that's what we do. Take her to the groomer. We get her the teddy bear cut.
She is looking a little fluffy today.
Yeah.
From the last time I saw her, I was like, damn, her hair got long quick.
Yeah, she needs to get a haircut. She needs to get a haircut. So
Dude.
she's gonna be walking back and forth, probably doing her own thing, like she always does.
Dog's gone dog.
Yeah, she gone dog. But all right, get out of here. But yeah, so today we're talking about technology, right?
Yeah, just how technology benefits our business. Like,
Yeah.
just how we're using it and what's working on the tech front. Like
Yeah.
I mean we touched on our cold calls, but now there's more pieces to the puzzle that we're trying to share,
Which is
and get out
technology
there.
also.
Yeah.
Like, the cold calling
Yeah.
is technology as well.
High key, yeah.
Yeah. It is. And it's, you can cold call, it's still, I guess, technology on your phone and hand dial.
Yeah.
But, it's a lot harder. But
That's
with
tedious.
the technology that we're doing and we're using is helping us build our business. It's helping us build our pipeline. And helping us talk to people, meet people.
Yeah.
That's why we're in this business. We're in this business to meet people and talk to people.
Yeah.
And, we truly mean that. Like,
Yeah.
I tell everyone that.
It's genuine every time. Like our main objective, our main purpose is to help first, and then obviously you got to help somebody to get paid anyway, right? But genuinely, like if money wasn't an object, like there's legit like a client that I have. Where she came up from Mexico and all this stuff, and initially she wanted to rent. This was that story I was telling you the other day, where where I paired her with the Spanish speaking lender to kind of she flipped from renting to buying. But it's like I don't even care about the sale at this point. Like she's an older woman. She has her daughters over here. And I just really want to help her. Like, we developed a good enough relationship to where, like, if I call her, it's the first ring she picking up. She called me, it's the first ring. You know what I mean?
That's the best one. And then that's what happens when we talk about making that connection. It's like you completely forget about the sale
Exactly.
and the money, and it's just
because you in it for that person at that point.
Yeah, and that's the best time.
Yeah.
And it's like we talk about, like, people are transactional based. That's if they want to do that, totally okay.
It works.
It works. But at the same time, when you build that connection, it's like, they're considered a client, but if you can turn a client into a friend and a fan, they're
gonna vouch for you everywhere they go.
Yeah,
everywhere they go, your name's gonna be coming out their mouth when it comes to real estate.
It's
man.
like agents, that's their business.
Yeah.
It's strictly
Legit.
referrals.
Legit.
And it's because they built that connection. They've done so good. They're like, I don't need to do anymore. And they know that's totally fine. And that's the great thing about our business, and that's what I love about us, and that's what I love about Eric and Erica.
Yeah.
And it's just it's the transactional, not the transactional, the relationship, relationship based, and that's where it starts. But yeah.
It helps with the longevity of the business altogether too.
Yeah.
I feel like we spoke about that in prior. Bro, my goodness.
Bro, what are you doing?
My goodness. So kind of And it's funny because like, when dogs are up to mischievous stuff, Elena and I have this thing where it's like one of our cats will be doing something or the dog will be doing something, and we say their name or we reprimand them, and they walk away, and they're just like, and she does this thing. She goes, "Dad, I wouldn't do nothing." Like, just, you know what I mean? Like that little voice, and that's literally what they look like. Like she was up to no good. Comes over here, she's like, "What was going on?" I ain't hear anything. What you? But I digress a little bit because of her. But I know. So speaking of tech, I mean, we're fortunate enough that Compass invests so much money into their technology every year, and that the robustness of their technology, it makes our processes a lot simpler. Yeah. But you don't only have to be a part of Compass to take advantage of that stuff, albeit like you're gonna have to pay extra for like some of these apps and all that stuff like that. Like there's a couple that I'm gonna touch on later on. That would help agents' businesses, I feel like. And this is just based on like the startup I was working at last year. It was a real estate startup, and we had one app that we used for deal flow and deal management. It was called Monday.com. Okay. And I mean, I've seen billboard. It's funny because I never knew what that was until I started working there. And then you started. And then I saw a billboard not too long ago off 45, and I was like, that's crazy. Yeah. But there's that, and then we used for our email marketing campaigns, we used MailChimp, and then I forgot which CRM we used. I want to say we used Airtable. Airtable is crazy, bro.
Is it like crazy good?
Crazy good. Okay. Crazy good. Yeah. Airtable is one of the coolest bits of software that I've used, and the best example I can give you is Homegirl. What? I was about to call her Waverly. That's my dog. Hazel, come here. Over here.
It's all right. You know, she's just being who she is.
Being a dog.
We're talking about Airtable, though.
Yeah. No, okay.
She almost became Airbud.
Golly, I should have let you deliver. Oh, shoot. But now that the closest thing that we have on Compass that looks like Airtable is the business tracker. Yeah. That's the closest thing we have. It is? Yeah. Okay. That's what Airtable looks like, but it's just a bunch of different tables. Yeah. Right? Oh, man.
No, that's the thing about Compass. You know, and you're touching on all these other softwares. I mean, which is kind of like what we're talking about today. Yep. And so you got to go here and go here and go here for everything that you need. But with Compass, it's... I can speak from experience, so can you, because I've been at 3 brokerages, and you've...
This is my...
This
is my 4th one. This is my fourth one.
Yeah, so, I mean, we can speak from experience, and one thing about Compass that I really liked was... everything's in one spot. Yep. So, and really, the only thing you need to go outside of your agent home, that's what it's called, in Compass, is your email. And you can email from inside the agent home. Literally. Yeah.
Like, you literally click on a contact email, and it just pops up it pops up on the email thread.
And you can email them through that. So, and like I said, like, my experiences with EXP was a lot like what you said. It's, going to BombBomb, it's going to Gmail, which is a common, but it's also going to Chime, it's going to, depending on whatever your CRM is, it's going to your marketing, it's going to Canva. All of that is in one spot for Compass. Yeah. And my first brokerage, I'm not even going to talk about it. I mean, I love the people, but the brokerage itself, no.
It wasn't forward thinking. It wasn't a progressive brokerage.
People, awesome. I love the people. They were amazing. But I mean, hey, if you've been in business 20 years and you want to have a 99.1% split, go there.
Yeah. It's a beautiful thing. But like in terms of sustainability, I feel like those kind of brokerages, like the managing broker, like, they got to be on point with what they're doing, because if they're not eating,
right, where's the money coming from?
Exactly. You get a 1%. I mean, granted, if you get 1% of $1 million, okay, but at the same time, you got to do that over and over and over and over to. Yeah. It's like I toured with a business owner yesterday. He had 6 kids.
He had six
kids.
Renting or buying?
In today's economy, yeah. No, he's a business. So he was buying, but he essentially has this business where they do at-home daycare.
Oh,
yeah.
So are all his kids his?
Yeah.
So he has 6, but he has more there?
Dude, he told me how many kids were on that wait list. And don't get me wrong, when I was growing up in Jersey, like my titi, she had, well, my great aunt, not my titi, my great aunt, she had something like that where people would bring their kids over to her house, pay her for the day, and then take care of us. And it was probably like 4 or 5 kids. They had 70 kids on the wait list. And they do minimum, I think it's like 12 kids per house or something like that. And they got 70 on the wait list, bro.
See, Tina's a teacher, and she deals with like 23 of them, and like that's like enough.
Yeah,
that's like,
dude, that's taxing. 7 hours. 7 hours. How old are they? Like 5, 6 that she deals with, right?
First grade, so yeah, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Man, dude, those kids. I mean, 70.
Yeah.
Come on,
bro. You got to think about that energy level.
Oh my god.
That's what it is. It's the energy level that does it. Golly.
Nah, yeah, that's insane. But you were, I mean, what was he looking for? Like, what was it?
It was just like a standard 3-2 open concept though. Like so when you first walk in, he wants the main entryway to just be grand and it just opens up to a big space, right?
Gotcha.
So that's the main objective for him, and rooms that are, is circa the word when you want to say before or after? I don't know. You ever heard somebody say circa 2015 or something like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know if that means before 2015 or after 2015. But I mean, I could look it up. It's a simple word, I guess.
Yeah.
But essentially, like houses that were built, I think between the 60s and the 80s. Those, if you notice, they're all the rooms. Like open concept didn't exist in the 70s, bro. No. It didn't exist in the 70s.
That's why all of them are getting remodeled.
Dude, yes. With the exception of some just like baller like places in like Miami and like California that have like an open concept. But even then those are like condos. So like you're high up. Like you're not in like just a single family home. But like these single family homes, it's like there's a room for everything, dude. And now it's like your kitchen, your dining room, and your living room are all in one. That's one room right there, dude. That's... Like, and it's more so for like safety for the kids and stuff like that he has that. So
yeah, but yeah, I mean that's crazy. Six kids that he has already. He's dealing with 70 of them.
Yeah, dog.
But yeah, I mean
you gotta really love them.
Yeah, you do. But I mean the importance of technology and social media for us as agents and like, I mean, I can't stress it enough. And yeah, you can build a business without it. I've seen it happen.
Yeah,
I've seen it happen. But if you want to,
I would say for like where it's going.
Yeah,
it's like you're saying, like tech. You gotta have tech in it.
Yeah, you have to. And I mean that's something for us that we do with like sellers and anybody who is in the Houston area. Yeah, you want us to come film some properties. I mean, check some of our stuff out. This is not just a podcast channel; it's a media channel. Oh, yeah. Right? I mean, that's a passion of ours. We love doing that. That's like we like doing this because it's fun. We like doing our drone work, our video work, our videography work. Like we do that because it's fun.
Exactly. Like that's. In all honesty, that's my favorite part of the business. But I know there's going to get to a point where we can't do it as much.
We delegate it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We're gonna have to. But I mean, I'm just really trying to enjoy as much as I can of it right now because I know that delegation is going to happen sooner than we think. Yeah. So
yeah, I mean, I guess that's a good time. I mean, if y'all are inspiring videographers, you want to come help us out. I mean, we're talking, from a $300,000 home all the way up to 1.5 to 3 million.
I mean, shoot, the ones over here in Hedwig. Shoot, you said they're starting at 1.2, right?
Yeah.
And top end. Have you seen any top end?
So it was from my dial session was 5,000 square feet max. It was from
the lot of the home. The lot was 5,000 or the
house?
Golly.
The house. Yeah, the house, and it was from like 1.2 or 3 all the way up to 3.
Golly.
3 mil.
Yeah.
And so. I mean, it's like,
and what's crazy, bro? That's only the cusp. So like, if you look at the map, that's like I-10's right there. That's only the cusp.
Yeah.
And then you go even further, and like the most expensive homes in Houston are, right under it.
Yeah. But right so if you have some love for that, a passion. I mean, that's what you know, if you want to come and join us and help us out with that, we would love that.
I also like, I think in terms of that, like just bringing someone on to be a videographer, kind of, it's. I said this the other day with Eric too, while we were here speaking, like having our thing taken and stuff, and I was like, man, I wish someone just took an opportunity on me, you know, and just like,
and they will.
Dude, because like there was a point in time, bro, I was willing to work for free doing this.
Yeah.
Like legit, like I remember back in 2022 when I first started filming houses, I think like the first 5 or 6 I did for free, bro.
Yeah.
I was literally like, hey, I don't have any credibility. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I don't even know if you'll like what I got, but if you give me the shot, like, I'm gonna do it for free, and you get free marketing. You know what I mean?
You
so
know,
like
that, because like I said, it's a passion of ours. What I did was just I looked up expensive homes, and I just called the agent and said, hey, I want to come and film your property. If it's okay with you and obviously the owner, I mean, free of charge. It's free marketing for you.
Yep.
Like it can't hurt, and I kind of lead with the. Like, hey, I mean, this could go crazy for 1 million views. You never know.
Yep.
I was like, it's gonna go on YouTube. It's gonna go on Instagram, TikTok. You never know. It could go crazy, and it could help you out. And that usually they're like, yeah, sure. But if they say no, it's typically not them. It's the owner.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. But I mean, that's how easy it can be.
Yeah.
You know?
The thing is though, like, and I love that you said that, because like there is genuine fear, but like when you're starting any endeavor, like when you were first calling up these agents, like how were you feeling about that? Like were you I mean, obviously you weren't necessarily asking for money from them, so the pressure for selling yourself really wasn't there.
Yeah.
But was there still any nerves just from the fact that you had to just call somebody you didn't know?
Yeah. You know what the nerve was calling someone, I guess, with that I don't think power is the right word.
Just the position they were in.
Yeah, the position. Yeah. I think that was kind of the fear. I mean, I knew what I was calling for, and I knew, you know, listening to videos and watching videos, like offering free help and giving that to someone who is in that position, that could elevate your business in a way of you help them. Like I said, if you do have that video that does pop off, they sell a multi-million-dollar home, they might throw you a buyer. They might throw you a lease and just like, hey, I just want to say this is my thank you to you.
Yep.
You know, and it's that's how important like social media and technology can be.
Yeah.
Like I don't think people think about that much.
No.
It's like there are generous people out there that will do that because
there are still nice people in this world. We're two of them.
And I mean, now it couldn't, like, you know, you could have like 1 million, 2 million views on that video, or you can have 100. But if someone goes there and says, yeah, I saw a video from this person, like, they're going to come to you calling saying thank you.
Exactly.
Because you just made them a bag.
Exactly. And they didn't have to spend anything on it for you.
Yeah, and like, you offered it for free.
Yeah.
And like it's just you never know. That's why I made those calls. Like I called a guy, didn't think I was gonna be able to get it, a $4.2 million listing. He said yes, just like that.
Boom.
Just dude, minute in the conversation, he said yes, absolutely, come,
bro. Cause see, oh man, I wish I had that. I was calling homeowners. I should have been on the agents, dude. Cause like they're in their mind, they're like, oh, this is a free marketing video.
Yep.
Go ahead, go do this. Like you're saving me $250. From having to pay somebody to come out here and do this drone work.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, and the thing, nobody really realized, like, yes, things are expensive, but free value, like, that's important. Like, if you could deliver, like, really, really good content to people for free, like, and then just have your payment be, like, word of mouth, or just the payment being I like to say, like, oh, the experience is my payment, because, like, the experience is going to help me replicate this and do it more down the line. You know what I mean? And
so I like that you said that, because now you can take that and you can go to another agent, and that's when you can be like, hey, look what I did for this person. That's when you can start making money.
Yeah.
And that's a side hustle.
Yeah.
Right? And that's a side hustle. And then, you know, the day that we're not going to be able to do that is the day that we're going to be the agent that those people are going to be calling us.
Exactly.
And, you know, I know for me, I'm going to take a chance, because that's all I want. That's all you want.
Exactly.
And that's all any of us want, is someone to take a chance on them.
Real talk, man. I'm hoping, like, obviously, like, our goals are audacious for ourselves and for our families, right? But, like it's not, because, I mean, dude, real talk, money does not buy you happiness. Really, the amount of money I want is just to give myself the freedom to go do what I want when I want. That's the level I want to get to.
Money opens doors.
Exactly that.
It can't buy.
But it's like if we can pour into other people, like because we have the financial the financial position to help other people like that. Yeah. I mean, dude, you want to talk about a life mission? Golly, come on, just like letting people make mistakes and letting people learn. I mean, obviously coaching them through those mistakes too, because I mean, some people don't fail well, and I didn't realize that until I met people who didn't fail well.
That's real quick.
Go ahead.
We just talked about this about us being baseball players.
Yep.
And in baseball, what do we do most of?
We're striking out more times than not.
We're failing.
We're getting out more times than not.
And so and we just watched a video before our cold call session about, the numbers of it. Mm-hmm. If I fail 7 times or 7 phone calls and I talk to 3 of them and one of them is good, that's good.
Yep.
And then next time, make that 1, 2. Then next time, make that 3.
Or just keep
on going. And so, I think if you can handle failure in this business, you're setting yourself up for success.
Yep.
And I think that's the best way I can put it.
Yeah,
for sure.
I agree. I like to think that athletes tend to do a little bit better in the real estate industry just because of that. Yeah. Just the fact that they've had the focus they have the discipline to achieve and to accomplish, right?
Yeah.
Let me stop.
Pause.
Focus to achieve and accomplish.
3, 2, 1.
So they have that drive and like the focus to stay disciplined to their craft and everything like that. But like just because we were trained, I mean, dude, how many swings would we take a week?
Oh yeah,
thousands. Exactly.
Thousands.
Take thousands of swings a week just to go strike out 3 or 4 times. You know what I mean? Like and things like that. So it's like, but the thing is, you can't let that deflate you. Mm-mm. Like you gotta act like. So it was funny. Growing up, it was like, one game at a time. One at bat at a time. And then the older we got, the more it got to a more finite thing that happened. So it was like, no, now it's every ball and strike. Yeah. So now it's like you're adjusting every ball and strike. You're not just adjusting every at bat. You're not just adjusting every other game.
That's money.
Like,
yeah, dude. Because I remember when I was growing up, it was because we had a really good team growing up in Little League, our select team, and we knew how good we were, right? Mm-hmm. But our coaches, I remember saying, which were our dads, it was take it one game at a time.
Yeah.
Then you start getting older. That's a perfect example because I look at it as when I was playing, it was, all right, pitch 1, I want to do this. If it's this, I want to do this. If it's this, if it's one pitch.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, that's and like now it's transitioning to this. It's like one call at a time.
That's what I was gonna get into next, bro. Come on. Golly.
Look, bro, she getting excited too. Come on.
Bro, I was about to say, like, and look how all of that translated to our business now.
Crazy, dude.
Like it's exactly the same.
That's nuts.
It's just a different thing. Like instead of baseball, it's real estate.
Yeah.
But like there are certain things that we have to focus on to like really finite detail like that.
Yeah.
And there's like, I mean, like we have a trickle effect, right? So this is the main objective. So to get to this main objective, yeah, go ahead. Let me see that pointer, dog. Let me see that pointer. So we got the main objective right here, right? But then there's all these little pieces all around, and then it's just a maze, right? Yeah. Just a maze to get there. But all of these things lead up to the main point, right? And which is eventually selling real estate, getting listings, getting buyer clients, all that stuff like that. Like and I feel like baseball taught us that. It was like if you want this result, you got to do this.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm so grateful for the time we played. I mean, between the two of us, I played for 17 years.
We're pushing 40, maybe.
Dang, that's OD.
Close to 40 years together of baseball.
Yeah, you played till you were 23, right?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I played till I was 21, and freaking dude, that's insane to think about. That's a lot of time playing that game.
Yeah.
Playing that game, man.
For sure.
Golly.
But
baby boy Jaden about to be.
Yes, sir.
I pray to God that he's a lefty, bro.
Dude,
I pray
so do
God
I.
that he's a
I know
lefty.
I'm raising my kids to be lefties.
Yeah.
I mean,
As if he goes like this, I'm like, nah, Papa, it's the other way.
switch it around. I mean, them scouts gonna look at you a little different.
Yeah. We're at Scout's gonna look at you a little different.
Yep.
Come on, bro. Come on, you're doing good.
Yeah, you are, mama.
Come on.
Keep doing your thing.
Come on. That's why I kind of backed up to give her some more space too.
But all right, picking up where Scout's gonna look at you a little different. 3, 2, 1. But yeah, once them scouts see that left-handed swing, they gonna offer you a job.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It gets real after that point.
For sure.
It gets really real.
For sure.
But speaking of being real, right?
Oh yeah.
So we're on this technology topic, kind of explaining like how we use technology to our advantage. I mean, obviously a big part of that is social media. Mm-hmm. How important is it being so for real right now on social media?
Dude. I mean, that's one thing that we've been getting messages about with the podcast. Like, by no means are we. We're not even small.
Yep.
Right? We're tiny.
Yep.
And we're getting messages.
If we can even get smaller than that.
Yeah, honestly. So, and it's like, we're getting messages talking about how they love that we're talking about our job, but also it's about life, it's about motivation, that we said in the first podcast, and it's us being us.
Yeah,
us being real.
Literally.
Right? And
not everyone's going to like us. That's on them, though.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
and then that's the way it is. Like, I remember seeing... here's a nerd of me coming out. There's a gamer who was a COD pro. Used to
Skunk?
No, it was Nate Shy.
Oh, I know him too.
Yeah, okay.
I'm a big gamer too, dude. Come on.
That's my guy. So it was Nate Shy, and he was talking about how he had brand deals that he didn't throw away, but like the way he is himself on camera and everywhere he goes, he's himself. The brand did their background check on seeing if he would qualify for a good brand deal, and they denied him. And he started talking about how he could be a liability risk for his company, 100 Thieves. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, he followed that up with, he was like, F that, man. Like, I'm going to be myself.
Exactly. Because you got to think about it. Who was probably generating the most revenue for that gaming team?
Him.
Exactly. So it's like, if I'm 100 Thieves, it's like, hey, my boy, you do what you want to do because you're bringing in $25 million a year. Yeah. It's... And I mean, I get it though. Like, these corporations have to maintain an image. It is what it is.
Yeah. But he's the owner, so that's why he had the owner hat on, but he had another hat on where it's like, I just gotta be myself.
Yeah. Yeah. Because people like that. Like, with this facade of social media, like, there's some people, they don't post on social media until they go somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey man, that's not your real life. Mm-mm. You know what I mean? It's like, and I mean, we said this before. Like, comparison is the thief of joy. Mm-hmm. And like, just constantly. Well, I mean. It just depends what's filling your timeline. I mean, us personally, it's a lot of business stuff and just stuff to improve and cold calling and other real estate stuff. Like, but I mean, there can be a lot of comparison like with like the people that we follow that aren't in real estate. You know what I mean? So I mean that stuff happens, but it's like really shout out Alex Hermosi. He's probably one of my favorite entrepreneurs. But like he said,
him.
The way he says the direction that social media is going is long form, real content.
Yeah.
Like us being ourselves in front of a camera, like, dude, we got a whole damn dog.
Yeah, we got a dog just running around.
Whole dog right here.
Yeah.
And we're filming a long form podcast, just having good conversation with each other. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like social media really lacks that right now.
100%. And it's a lot of fake. And now, but it's a lot of fake, but it's also people can take it the wrong way.
Yeah.
So it's like you may not be in fake, but someone may look at that and take it as like, oh, they're being fake.
Yeah.
And I mean, and that's what's pushing people away from doing content, right? Yeah. And I know I've had it where I've made content and people like they're like making fun of me, but like I don't care. It's like you don't like it, cool, don't watch it. Yeah. I don't care. And like I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I truly enjoy it, and I'm doing it with you because I found someone in my life that enjoys it just as much as I do.
Come on, man.
And dude, it's just that much better when you find someone.
Exactly. Sorry about that.
You're
We're
good.
getting. We're good. It's
And then when we bring on guests, we can share that passion we have for that other side of the business with that guest. And then we can provide y'all that wealth and knowledge that guest is going to bring.
Yeah.
And that's all we can ask for. And that's why we're doing this. We want to bring y'all knowledge and
constant.
Yeah.
Constant education, constant knowledge. Because, like, we're trying to be those guys that we wish we had when we were first starting or when we were younger. Like, that's what we're trying to be now.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, and it took going to the School of Hard Knocks to get us to this point.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm so grateful that we can do it now.
For sure.
I'm so grateful that we have stories to share so that way people aren't making the same mistakes and they can learn from our successes just as much as our failures, you know? I mean, there's obviously more, I feel like there's more lessons learned in failure, but
100%.
Because it's more so what not to do,
Yeah.
right? And it's just a little cleaner in that regard.
But yeah, I mean that's something that I love that, and we gotten compliments about, and I've actually had someone like tell me like with the podcast, and we've done a good job of not saying this is how you do this is how you make $1 million. We don't know what it's like.
We don't. we haven't touched.
But when we do, we're gonna let you know.
Yeah. Well, once we have the exact blueprint on how we got to that first million, I mean, we're talking. It's right now. It's like $1 million in a year. But eventually we'll get to $1 million in a month.
Yeah, I mean, that's the ultimate goal. And like,
worth to Bezos $1 million a second.
When we say that, it's because we're thinking about owning the buildings and now in real estate, making $1 million a month.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I should have prefaced that. I should have prefaced.
I knew where you were at.
Yeah.
I knew where you were at.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, because that's our goals, and you know, I've told someone that, and they essentially like laughed me out the room. But just like, all right, what are your dreams? And like, it's not in a mean way, but it's like I have dreams that I want, and then I mean I've been blessed enough, and like God has put you in my life as a constant person in my life, which I love because I mean we share the same dreams, and they're so huge, and if we fall, it's like my mom always says, I love it. Shoot for the moon, you might land on a star.
Something.
And
you still in space.
Like, yeah. It's like if you shoot so high for something and you fall just a bit short, like you're probably in a pretty good spot still.
Dude,
right?
Your mother is a very smart woman.
She is.
Because I saw something from Grant Cardone, and he was saying, and this is, I implemented this into my manifestation, my 369 every day, and he was essentially saying, like, I mean, if you have a goal, why not set it for $1 million? And then he was like, you're sitting here limiting yourself to $100,000 a year.
Yeah.
Whereas you could be striving towards $1 million and you could cross over 100,000 in a quarter. Yep. You know what I mean? So it's like, would you rather come up short on 100,000 or would you rather come up on $1 million? Obvious answer, right? So it's like, why not be audacious? Why not dream big? Like, yes, it's hard. We're not saying it's easy. This is hard work. Yeah. This is hard work.
It's hard. It's hard to get to that 100,000. It's hard to get to 200,000.
Exactly,
like,
bro.
I mean, it's hard to get to 50,000 when you're first starting out in this business. Yeah. It's really hard.
Yeah.
But it's like once we find that blueprint,
it's raps. Dude.
I mean,
it's like Eric says, bro. Actions lead to results. Like as long as we're doing the same consistent actions over and over again, the results that we want are coming. And I mean, obviously, what we have been doing so far is working. Yeah. That's why we're sharing with y'all what is working. Because what did I say in the first pod, or was that the second one? Let's grow in the business world together. Like, cause, dude, there's enough for everybody.
There is.
There's enough for everyone. Like, I mean, greed is greed. You know, that's human nature. I mean, some people are, some people aren't. But it's like, I don't see the need to try and get a leg up on anybody because I'm gonna get my share. I know I will. I know we're gonna put the work in to get our share.
So if you just look at the numbers, and like especially in our business, and really just any other business, like you look at all the millions of deals that were done or whatever the number is, you're like, well, I can take 12 of those. Mm-hmm. You're making $100,000.
Boom. It's like this. I saw this one. So Compass, they put out their quarterly earnings, and I think in the first quarter of the year, I think we did close to like, it was a number between 20 and 40 billion, right?
So I thought
20 and 40 billion because it's like all across the U.S. Like imagine if you're an agent's team that just does 1% of that 40 in the quarter.
Yeah.
That's $40 million that you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you just need 1%, and that's what I mean. Like, and like you get that 40 million, bruh. That 99%. That takes lifetimes to spend that much money.
Yeah, it does.
I mean,
yeah.
I like spending when I got it. You feel me? It's like it does feel good that or when I have it disposable, I should say. That's the better way to put it. Because obviously we got the stuff that we're taking care of. So
yeah, but I mean that's one thing I like about what we're doing, and is we're sharing our struggles, we're sharing what it's like to be newer in the business, and we're talking about what's important in the business that we've seen.
I'm gonna stop you real quick because there's one thing, like, I don't feel like we're newer in the business.
Yeah,
I feel like we got the dirt on our knees and our elbows enough.
That's a good point. Yeah,
you know, it's more so we're at a point now where we took all the lessons we learned the first couple of years, and we're in a position to actually reach some goals, like and execute.
Yeah,
like we're in a position now to execute that. That's why it feels like we're starting new, or that we are new, just because we're starting from a base level, and we know there's a destination, but I think we feel new just because we're still at the base level. You know,
for sure. And it's
I'm sorry, I did not mean to cut you off and make you forget like that, bro.
No, you're good. It's I was just and with us being at like that base level that you were talking about, I'm grateful that we can share us being at the base level with them, and then continually growing with that and sharing it with them, and like when they do comment like, how do you do this, or they DM us saying like, what you do to do this, what you do to do that, we're gonna share it. And the most frustrating thing for me is having like me doing that for some, like I'm going to someone asking for like, and you know, like a lot of people say they don't give away secrets. I mean, that's why I like Ricky Caruso so much, is because he just let it all out. He was free for like his entire real estate career, and then when he got out of the business, he started a coaching program where you had to pay a little bit, but it's like $90. It's like $90 a month.
It's like, it's crazy affordable in comparison to some of these other people, like what they're doing.
And
so
he made, I think, $8 million he made $1 million for 8 years straight. And he said, I could have went to 2, I could have went to 3, I could have went to 5. I didn't want to. But he showed how he did it. And we're showing how, when we're at that base level, we're showing you what we're doing. But we're also showing and telling people when they ask and when they like, comment, and subscribe.
The trifecta with a little bit extra. Make sure you share some.
We're gonna let people know. And if we didn't cover it in the podcast, we didn't cover it in a video that we're doing, ask us.
Literally,
we're gonna tell you
exactly. And if we haven't done it, we're gonna go try it, because it's like there. I like the saying, there's a million ways to make $1 million. Because like, bro, there's millionaires who rent out porta potties to construction people, like to construction sites. They rent out porta potties. They rent out shitters, and they make $1 million, bro. Like there's so much money to be made in this world, where it's like, you just gotta find your thing. This is more so for the men, but I mean women too. I feel like as men, if we can find a way to monetize our passion, then like we're fulfilled. Like, and
we can only speak for men. We're
because we're exactly guys. That's why I said, like, I wasn't even trying to like say anything different about women. Like, once we have a businesswoman on the show, then she can,
which we will. We got some good ones.
We
got some good ones.
I mean, we got the one that we're always thinking about and talking about. So I mean, but outside of her, it's probably another 2 or 3. So we got some good ones, and you know, when it comes to that business, we talk about, it doesn't matter if you're a man, woman, whatever. If we can bring them knowledge and they can bring us knowledge, it's having that circle that is tight, because if you want to build something so great, you got to have a tight circle. Bro. And it takes a team of minds to really scale up to get to a certain level.
Like, someone's going to have the idea of something, and then this person's going to pitch in. They're going to make that idea better. This person's going to pitch in. It's going to make the idea better. So it's just going to elevate everyone. And That's what I love about the people around us right now.
Yeah.
And then they're giving us access to, like hop back on technology real quick. They're giving us access to some of these like technology, like websites, like ideas and things to use for us to use for clients.
Yeah.
Like
there's one of the businesswomen that we know. She essentially runs, it's like, I think it's a Tom Ferry app, but she shared it with us and like she sponsors us for it. And essentially it breaks down like seller profit, what they got to bring to the closing table, like, and that's if they sell their house at this price point with X, Y, and Z. And then same thing on the buyer side. Like we can see how much a buyer has to bring to the closing table, how much their monthly payment's going to be by just us putting parameters like an offer price or asking price, and then the interest rate, whatever interest rate's going, like that. And then it literally breaks it all down for you, and it makes a whole report that we can send to the buyers and sellers.
Yeah, like, that's something, especially for buyers, because like they're spending the money. Yeah, and then I mean sellers are obviously they got to move somewhere, so they do the same thing. But for a buyer, that's so important because, I mean, they're just like, what's the CTC?
Exactly.
Cash to close. What's the CTC? Like, I want to know that. They don't worry about the inspection. Inspection's $500. Cool, whatever. Yeah. They don't worry about this. Like, that's $300. Whatever. How much do I have to close with?
Yeah. Like literally, like how much do I need to bring when I'm signing my name on that paper?
So like that's super helpful for your buyers and then obviously your sellers. But another one is that's helped both of us, Assumable.io.
Oh yeah.
And if you haven't heard about it, I strongly recommend you check that out. And I'll give you 2 reasons. I'll give you my reason, and Danny's gonna give him his. It shows assumable loans, and with rates being so high and an assumable loan, if it's eligible, you can assume a loan. And if, say someone 2021 is selling, you can assume. I've seen as low as I think like a 2.3.
Yeah.
And
which is ridiculous.
It's nuts. Now the only thing that's like tough about that is there is a large down payment. Yeah. Because you have to cover I believe the equity. Yeah. Or wherever their mortgage is at, and then where the house is at, you have to cover. I could be.
No, that's equity. That's equity.
Yeah. So I could be butchering that on exactly but.
So they have to. The down payment essentially is the equity spread that they have to pay.
Yeah. So if you look up, if y'all look it up, Assumable.io, you'll find them in your areas. I think there's some states that don't have it. Yeah. But so for instance, for me, I had this open house this past weekend. I had 4 or 5 groups of people. The first group came in. I did my thing. Show them the house, on the paper, and I was like, here's a sign-in. If you don't mind signing in while you look around the house, if you have any questions, let me know. They set the sign-in down. They go and look around. Go upstairs. They come back down, ask them what you think, and then we started having a conversation, and they started talking about rates. As soon as I heard that, I go to Assumable.io because I'm trying to catch them, right? Yeah. I'm trying to reel them in. And I talk about that. I talk about how low you can get on Assumable.io or an assumable loan. And once I brought that up, we went into a plethora of things. Yeah. I mean, it went from pickleball back to real estate. Yeah. It went to cars. It started going all over the place, and all of a sudden, it was on their sign-in. They picked it up, name, email, number, when I'm looking to move, where I want to be. This is what I want exactly. Yeah. I want it 2 miles within this, all of it.
And look at that, people. Like these prospects came into that house, like paying him no mind whatsoever. He handed them a whole sign-in sheet, and they put it down in his face. Mm-hmm. But he bought that value piece on the back end. Value piece on the back end, and look what conversation it started. And now he has a buyer client out of it. And it's like when you can teach someone and you can educate someone on something.
There you go. I mean, use it. People are gonna bring up rates, and honestly, I don't listen to everyone that says that. I mean, you don't have to listen to us, but also from firsthand experience, I have a buyer that's in the 5s. I mean, people are looking 4 or 5, and it's
that's the unicorn number that they want, but it's like it's not happening.
Yeah, and it's like if you're just looking for like a rate without any buy down or anything like that, you're probably not going to get it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I know some people and I know some loan officers that can do it.
Yeah.
And
they can explain it a lot better than us.
Yes, they can. Yes, they can. But I mean that's my experience on just as far as technology with Assumable.io.
Yeah.
Yours, I was with you on this when let them know
I got you.
What yeah.
I mean just to preface a little bit. So for those not in the real estate industry or those thinking of getting into the real estate industry, an assumable loan is essentially a lien or a mortgage on a property that the current homeowner and or seller has rights to, and essentially they just transfer it over to the new buyer / owner.
Yeah.
That's what an assumable loan is. If you just go for a regular loan, it's obviously not assumable. But I mean, so we going back to that kind of barbecue story that we had a couple episodes ago, where the investor sent us out and we ended up getting another investor client while looking at this house. I mean, interest rates was a problem for her too, and looking at her first investment property and all that stuff. And I mean, once we pitched Assumable.io to her, like her ears just like perked up, and it was almost immediately she was like, "Give me more info."
Yeah, that's all you need. That's all you need is those ears to perk up.
Exactly, dude. Yeah. If you get just that a little bit of interest from them, and then you get their phone number or email, the rest is history. You just got to follow up.
Yep. I know we're both following up with our people. Like I've been talking to my guy every single day.
Mm-hmm.
Like today, I sent him pickleball courts 2 miles within where he was looking. I was like, "Look, I got you right here." Like, we talk about pickleball, so it's like. It's like little things like that. I didn't even talk about real estate today. You know, I know what he's looking at.
Yeah.
I mean, we created a collection on Compass and on the agent home. I know what he's looking at. He's on there. I can see it. But tomorrow I might talk about it. Today I'm not.
Yeah.
Today I just talk about pickleball.
Yeah. Not every conversation has to be a real estate conversation with your clients. I mean,
Say it again.
Not every conversation has to be a real estate conversation with your clients. Hazel, let them know. Wolf.
Yeah. One more time for people in the back. I'm just kidding. No, that you can't say it any better.
Yeah.
I was like that. 100% I was like that. It was real estate.
I was like that too. Like I swore, going to networking events in the past, I swore like I had to be talking about my business and what I was doing constantly. It wasn't, oh, hey, how are you? Like, do you have kids? Like, where did you go to school? This, that, and the other. Did you play sports? No, it was like, oh, how many transactions did you do? Like, oh, I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that. Like, you know, so.
Speaking of transactions, just so they know, you know, we've
been cooking.
I mean, what we've been saying has been working together. Next month, how many transactions are we doing together?
So,
I think I might have added 2.
Yeah.
And did you add another one?
So I have 3 buyers right now.
Yeah.
3. One investor or 2 investors and then 1 just outright buying.
Yeah, and then so how many transactions are we completing next month together probably?
Collectively, probably like 8.
Yeah.
And we've been cold calling for a month?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that
I mean, it's like, and I wanted to bring that up just on, you know, what we've been doing has been working.
Yeah.
And if you want to know what's working, go back and watch our last podcast.
Yeah.
The episode 3. Go back and watch episode 2. You want some motivation? Go watch episode 1.
Yeah. Just watch all our videos.
Yeah, go watch all of them. Like, in episode 1 is just talking about like why we're doing this, but
yeah.
I mean, they're all educational, and we're gonna ramble off. We're gonna let our passion take over. We're gonna be us. We're gonna be real. And
I mean, look what happened earlier.
Yeah, yeah, dude. I mean, it's but I mean, that's just a testament to what we've been doing, what we've been talking to, talking about, and the reason we're doing this is so y'all can have that. And like next month's gonna be my best month ever in real estate.
Yeah.
And it feels good to say that.
I'm proud of you, bro.
I appreciate it, dude.
Yeah.
To both of us, baby.
Yeah, come on,
to
man.
both of us, man.
Come on.
It's been a I've been on the team for what, a month maybe?
Yeah.
Or maybe a little over.
Probably just over a month. No more than 2 months for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, it goes to show you put the right people in your life.
Yeah.
Like,
things happen and they happen fast.
For sure.
Things happen and they happen fast. Like,
Yeah.
if you just stay, like, the biggest thing we want y'all to know is, like, just stay committed to your craft.
Mm-hmm.
Stay committed to learning constantly. I mean, we're consistently watching, like, the content we're filling our brains with and our eyes with, like, it's stuff to make us better every day. It's stuff 100%. To improve on. It's stuff to compound what we're doing right now. Like I said earlier, brick by brick, like, we're building Rome, baby. Mm-hmm. We're building Rome.
And
like,
was it built in a day?
Heck no.
Heck
no. Unless there was aliens, then yeah. that's a conversation for a different day.
Yeah, for all you alien people out there.
But nah, dude, like, just this consistent effort, this commitment to getting better at our craft, like, that's we want to show y'all, like, we're getting, like, our confidence is going up because we're getting better every day, because we're practicing, we're trying, we're doing every single day. Yeah. And it's like, even on days where we don't wanna, we got to, because we have to improve, we have to practice. You know, it's like, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, if we take a couple of days off of cold calling, we feel cold, like, we just feel like it's weird, dude.
Yeah,
it's weird.
It's like I feel like I shouldn't be doing this, or I don't want to do this.
Exactly.
It was so weird.
Dude, it's like starting all over again. It's like, oh shoot, do I even know how to cold call? Like,
exactly. But I mean, like, it's like today we're trying to switch up our script a little bit, and we've seen what has kind of worked, and you know, I mean, obviously we're going to be probably next month pushing 8 to 10 transactions together.
Yeah.
So I mean, obviously what we're doing has worked, and
it's going to be a hot summer.
If you want to know what we're saying, let us know. Comment.
Yep.
Say something.
Yep.
Like, shoot us a DM.
We're not gonna. We have nothing to hide. No. Like, because our bread and butter is going out in the field and making our money that way. So it's like everything that we're learning, we want to provide to y'all. Like, exactly. I mean, we're not gonna hide anything. It's just everything's out on the table always.
But
so
I mean, hey, both of us we're switching up our script a little bit to make it better. Mm-hmm. So and Danny is. He's at home. He's watching videos. He's writing down the script and he's looking at it so he can read it and his brain can work out the best way for him.
Yeah.
And I'm going home after this and I'm doing the same thing. I'm gonna put it the best way it works for me. And we're trying to try different things that we're gonna take what's worked before and we're gonna take this. We're gonna put them together.
Boom.
And you know, and that's the thing. It's like you gotta do what's best for you. You gotta say the words that work, that flow naturally to you. And everyone's different, and but I mean, that's a big thing. Is you know, just trying, like you keep saying, it's like we're gonna go out there and we're gonna go to the school of hard knocks, and we're gonna try it
constantly.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. I mean, we had to stop it real quick. One of the computers in the background just started playing a video, and we thought we had a ghost up in the office, and if that was the case, we were gonna hightail it out of here.
Yeah, after that storm, I mean, yeah.
Oh shoot. But yeah, dude. I mean, what? Okay, so I mean, we had a lot of great talking points here today.
Yeah.
Like, what? Truly, outside of cold calling, like, how has this technology helped our business, you think?
As far as
lead gen, deal flow, just like the steps to get us closer to a transaction, like how has that?
Yeah. So like, first of all, staying organized, which is really hard for me.
Yeah,
right.
I'm with you there.
Yeah, I've never been a super organized person, but I'm trying to become one.
ADD, bro.
It's still working, you know, still work in progress. I'm trying to get there, but like your CRM, right? That's a huge thing, huge, and like we talked about in the beginning, with Compass, everything's in one spot.
Mm-hmm.
What I love is, you know, you have that business tracker as soon as you open up, right? And you see the number that you want, that's your goal. You see what you've done, and then you go to your CRM. Keeping that clean and keeping it organized is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
And I recommend, and a CRM for everyone is, what's the official definition of it? It's
customer relationship manager or management.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, with the CRM, it's, you know, having the names and numbers and the addresses. I mean, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Is for me, I realize addresses, putting that in there. So if I have someone call and
you look on there, you look their name real quick, and then you see what address.
Real quick, and so that's a big thing. Like I get the cold call where I used to just do name, number, email. Now I'm putting an address. First of all, I'm putting an address because Compass is so freaking good.
Yeah.
It pulls up the market, or it pulls it up from HAR, and you can just click on a button and it opens it up.
Boom.
Money.
Dude, they literally thought about everything.
They
thought about everything.
And yeah, dude, that's, I mean, having that and then having your notes and what I like doing, you could be a little bit different, but what I like doing is if it's a potential where we talk about buying or selling, I put them in my business tracker, and just so I can see.
Yeah.
And
so that way you know to hit them up again.
Yeah. And like I go there every day. I look at it and I see the people who are nurturing, who are searching, who I have, what day they're closing, what day they're like moving in, whatever it is, and even like so the people who are, because you have the low, medium, and high.
Yeah.
What is it?
High. It's not likely to sell. It's low, medium, and high confidence like
right?
in like how quickly they're trying to move and stuff like that.
Yeah, and so like I mean, if it's a low, I'll put it as low, and that's fine. But I've had someone, my buyer, who I cold called, had an agent. He was low. I put him on there though. He was low. He's high. He's super high right now.
Yeah. And he switched up quick too, right?
He did.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Makes me nervous.
Yeah.
Gonna switch up on me. No, but I mean that's like your CRM is very, very important. Like if you're trying to do things by paper, you're screwed.
Yeah, it's a lot harder. Like I mean, don't get me wrong. Like when we're cold calling, we have our notes that we take on paper. That's obvious. But as soon as the cold calling session is done, the first so one thing we're going to talk about later on is standard operating procedures or SOPs and how important they are for your business and the longevity of it and just the health of your business overall. And then in terms of like transferring those skills, I guess, not necessarily that, but like training new people. If we have SOPs, it's going to be a lot easier for them to pick up our processes and all that stuff like that, right? And our SOP right now for cold calling is as soon as we're done with the calls, we're updating our CRM because we need all that stuff digitally in one place, because you could lose a piece of paper. A piece of paper could get wet and the ink comes off. Like there's so many things that can happen with that little sliver of paper, and who knows? Like, goodness forbid, you got a $5 million prospect and you lose his number. I mean, granted, we got these call dialers and stuff like that, so we can just look it back up. If we remember. And shoot, if it's a $5 million seller, I'm gonna remember his name immediately. Immediately, I'm never gonna forget that.
No, for sure. So I mean, we basically have two CRMs, so because we have Compass and then we have Vulcan. It's like
essentially,
you can just, I mean, essentially we do.
Drag and drop, baby.
Yeah, you can just
drag and drop.
You can type in the name in Vulcan if you really want to remember it. Type in the number, type in the address, but yeah, I mean, you were saying, what was it, about
email campaigns or
the CRM and were you headed toward the email campaign?
Oh no, I thought we were gonna go into it eventually, but what were you referring to?
Honestly, forgot.
Okay. You're good, bro. It's late. It's like 7:30, almost 7:45.
Yeah, it's all right. But yeah, let's talk about email campaign though.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's go into that.
Yeah, I mean,
what is an email campaign actually? So like, let's let them know like what the.
So essentially, an email campaign is it's you have a list of emails or people that get provided an email for you, and essentially our email campaigns are newsletters right now. So we have a weekly and a monthly, and then I think we spoke about a quarterly, but it's like what kind of information do we put in that?
So we talked about Ryan Serhant and his email campaign with that like, hey,
he's daily. He's daily. I'm sorry, not daily.
No, so he has a daily one, but it's different things for different people. So we talked. I touched on his email campaign and how it worked for him over 15 years.
Yeah,
I believe it was.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I think you were saying there was somebody on there for like 10 or 12, and they hit him up after 12 years.
like, hey, been busy.
Yeah.
Bought a 15 million or whatever the number was. Yeah.
She was busy saving up that 15 mil.
Yeah, she was. She was busy saving it up, or she was becoming a boss.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah. So the email campaign, I know, and I started doing this because you was an open house campaign. So like, if I'm opening a house, let's say it's Saturday and Sunday, I'm gonna send one out Friday. That's for the open house by itself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send out a weekly one. It could be Wednesday, or I say could be. It's gonna be Wednesday, and one week it can be what to do in Houston. The next week could be market. The next week could be something about me. Like it could be like, hey, we got a dog.
Yeah.
So I mean, but it's different things. But as far as quarterly, I've heard, haven't done it really yet, which we're gonna go to what my man says, the School of Hard Knocks. I heard a quarterly CMA is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, because it's usually around like every 120 days that we really see like a difference in swing for price and stuff.
So I've heard that was pretty good.
Yeah.
So that's a good one. But what email campaigns are you doing right now?
I'm just on the weekly newsletter and the monthly, and then anytime I have an open house, like you said, like I push the campaign out, and so we like he was saying we do the ones for the open house. It's not necessarily to get all the people in our CRM out to the open house. It's more so, hey, I'm here. I do real estate. Look what I got going on this weekend. If you're thinking about me in real estate, there you go. You know what I mean? It's like, so there's this thing called touch points. The more times people see you, the more likely they are to remember you, right?
Yep.
And so I feel like our email campaign is our low cost, low barriers to entry, low time commitment. Like at most, I think it takes 30 minutes to draft something up.
Yeah. And then, I mean, if you're doing the, say if you're doing Compass Curated, or if you're doing Houston Weekly, it takes you 0 minutes.
Literally, because they have everything pre-selected. You just edit it how you want it after that, because they have all the copy on there already.
You just put your face on it, and then it's done.
Literally, and it's branded to you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's insane.
I mean, again, we can go so deep into Compass and their technology, and then I mean that's how easy it can be. And like again, that is all within your CRM.
Yeah.
Your marketing is, I mean, it's you not even scroll down. You move your cursor. Like a couple inches down, it's right there.
Yep.
And
you can literally make any creative.
Anything. Social media, open house, just sold, like whatever it is, you make it all within one single click.
Yeah.
And a lot of companies can't say that.
No.
And I've, from firsthand experience, I mean, having 25 tabs open, because
that's a majority of agents too.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah.
Now I look up, and if I do have 25 tabs open, like half of them are either YouTube videos, because I want to remember what the video was.
YouTube, or like reading articles. Like I noticed a lot of the articles I do read. I'm always reading up on the interest rates, and anytime Nicole sends her newsletter, I read it immediately, because just the knowledge that's in there. But yeah, no, I definitely agree, dude. Like, like when I first started out, like my computer, like it would sound like a dang jet engine, bro.
It's just going.
It sounded like a jet engine with how much, like, because it was working hard to just operate and stay on. And mind you, I mean, that was back when I had a MacBook Air, and I ran that thing into the ground, bro. I ran that thing into the ground. But I got my use. I got what, 5? No, more than that. I got like 6-7 years out of that thing, bro.
That's Tina's.
The one you're using sometimes?
It's like from 2017 or 2016.
God, yeah, if it has the little magnetic chip, yes, it's pre 2018.
Yeah, I mean that's what Tina's is right there. I mean, or mine now, but
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think that's good for episode 4.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's a lot of meat on the bone.
That's a good one. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna hear us say it every time. We're gonna go off on our own thing and
always
have our tangents, and we're gonna be us and just let the conversation take over. I mean, and that's what we're gonna do every single time. But also, we're gonna try to stay on track.
Yeah.
And
we do our darndest to stay on topic. But I mean, sometimes the passion just takes over, and we just go off on tangents. Or I mean, I don't know if it's diagnosed, but I might have ADD. I don't know. I hyperfixate and I hoard. Not like crazy though. Like I hoard backpacks. Like that's my thing. You know what I mean? Like things like that. But what were you about to say?
I don't think I was gonna say anything.
You don't hoard anything, or you don't fixate on anything?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I've never been tested.
Okay.
I might.
Yeah.
I feel like I have a speech problem, but you know what? I mean, it's whatever. Like that's my word sometimes, but also I don't think I have a speech problem. Like I just think I need to.
I just think your mind moves a little faster than your mouth. That's all it is. That's all it is. Like you're trying to get all these ideas out quick, like that.
Yeah.
And it doesn't happen how you want it to. But
yeah, I mean, we're gonna get better at it because one day, I mean, that's another thing we want to do is be on stage. Instead of teaching from here, we want to be on stage teaching in person.
I
don't know what to do with my hands.
What do I do?
Yeah, but I mean, that's gonna be a fun time when that happens.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I hope y'all understand when we talk and we say win, we mean win.
We mean it. There's no more if in our vocabulary. There's no more if in our life, because we know if we do the actionable steps to get to where we want to go, we'll get there. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just a matter of being patient and staying disciplined enough to do the tasks, the boring tasks that no one wants to do. It pays. It literally pays to do the boring stuff.
It does.
So, I mean
that's our admin work is, we call it admin work, but it's arguably one of the most important.
It's the moneymaker.
It's you don't make money if you don't put in a contract.
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
But, I mean, I think that's it for episode 4.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a special guest. She's behind the camera right now.
It's Hazel Pop. She's just making sure that everything's lined up and that we're good.
Yeah, she's doing her own thing over there. But I mean, we appreciate y'all. If y'all have been here from the beginning, then hey, make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
The trifecta with a little bit extra. Make sure you share.
Yes, sir. Catch y'all on the next one.
See y'all.